Today's topic, rise above negative thoughts. So what do you say to yourself? When you talk to yourself, you do talk to yourself, right? Everybody does. What do you say to yourself when you talk to yourself? I'm not talking about the normal stuff like don't forget the milk and don't forget the kids again because it was bad the last time you forget the kid. I'm talking about the ongoing self-talk, the stuff that you say to yourself over and over again in your mind. What do you say when you talk to yourself? If you're like a lot of people, unfortunately, you get stuck in something called a negative loop. You continue to think about things that are not helpful and that they are often harmful for your life. For example, if you're driving in traffic, you may not think, oh God, bless all these amazing good driving. Instead, you think something like they're just a bunch of idiots everywhere I go. In the morning, you are like many people. You might think, oh, I've got too much to do today. And at the end of the day, you might think, I didn't get much done today. If you think about money, your negative self-talk might be, I'm always going to struggle. If you think about relationship, you might think, I can't trust anyone. When you do something wrong, if you're like many people, you'll say something like very derogatory towards yourself, like you're an idiot, you're always gonna mess up. And the negative loop goes on and on again. The question is, what do you say when you talk to yourself? And the reason I ask this question is because what you do say to yourself matters more than you can imagine. Scripture tells us in the book of Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23 that says, be careful how you think. Why? Because your life is shaped by your thoughts. Be careful how you think because what you think shapes your life. Psychologists would call this the law of cognition. Essentially, what the law of cognition teaches is what you think impacts what you believe, which impacts how you feel, which impacts what you do. Your life is always moving in the direction of your strongest thoughts. Be careful how you think because your life is shaped by your thoughts. Dr. Paul David Tripp, an author and a pastor that I like and respect, he said, no one is more influential in your life than you are because no one talks to you more than you do. I like that. But what I don't like is that sadly some of you are talking to yourself into a life that you hate, and that's why the title of today's message is Rise Above Negative Thoughts. What I want to do today is to give you a couple of fundamental thoughts that will come back to again and again, and I want you to recognize the incredible truth that your thoughts have incredible power, your thoughts have incredible strength. The good news is that you have incredible power over your thoughts. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. Your life is moving in the direction of your strongest thoughts. But the good news is that you are not a victim of your thoughts. By the power of God, you can actually choose what you think about, and what you think about determines how you live. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful, but you have incredible power over your thoughts. In fact, it was Apostle Paul who said this in Romans chapter 8 verse 5 and 6. He said, those who live according to the flesh have their mind set on what the flesh desires. What did he mean by that? He wasn't talking about our skin. The word in the Greek is the word sarx, and it is essentially means our fleshly or our sinful nature. What is he essentially saying is those who live according to their sinful nature, they have their mind set on what the sinful nature desires. Then he says the good news is, but those who live in accordance with the Spirit have their mind set on what the Spirit desires. Now, how does this impact us? Verse 6 tells us the mind governed the flesh is what? Is death, is darkness, is destruction, but the mind governed by the Spirit is life and peace. And if you find yourself hurting, if you find yourself feeling broken, if you find yourself often being discouraged, could it be that your mind is set on the things of this world instead of setting on the things of God? Rise above every negative thoughts.